good, everybody? It's your boy Kev, and welcome to another edition of In Tunes. Today we'll be unboxing these collectibles from DC. This is from the Justice League series. So without further ado, let's get into that. So here is Wonder Woman. Let's go over the paint job, check out every detail of her. A funny thing though, her hair was wrapped up in this, like a little bonnet, so it's kind of cute. I don't know why this was there. Pretty sure it had a good reason, but the hair is, it's squishable, it's rubbery. But okay, let's get into it. Alright, so just like the previous video where we went over the Justice League collectibles of Martian Manhunter and John Stewart, the Green Lantern, she's also from that line. Now, she is slimmer than the other two. If you remember the cartoon, they were the men were always bulky and the women were like real thin and real sleek. But as far as her feet go, she has the ball at her feet or her heels. She out here stunning it, killing it. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, step your game up. This is how far back they can go. This is how far up they go. Look like that. Have a foot normal. So to give you a compare, that's how far up the foot goes. And all right, now coming up to the knee, she bends her knee like this, and straight back like that. We're still working at the bottom. As you can see right here, it has that way she can have her leg go out. She can do a full split, cheerleader style. That's awesome. Coming up to the stomach area, waist area, no turning, but she can go forward like that, as far forward like this, and this is about as far back as she can go for like her legs going back. She has on her bracelets. This is how far her arm can go, bending forward, and it doesn't go any further back. Her hand, if you can see, also, I think it's one of those where you can pull it out and adjust her hands. But she didn't come with extra hands, so I'm not going to try to take this out. But adjustable hands, and she can bend her hand like this, and it goes far back as best as you can with your own wrist. Now we're up near how far the arms can go out. You can go out like this. So for those who remember Wonder Woman back in the 70s, you know how she used to turn around, her arms all out, and then bam, Wonder Woman. As far as the head goes, she can turn it all the way to the left. Pretty much she can turn it backwards. She turn her head all the way around. This is how far down she can look, and this is how far up she can look. The hair is limiting her to look up like that. Paint job. Let's get into that, because why not? We'll start from the bottom, work our way up to the top, the details. The paint job on this is amazing. There's nothing, the paint doesn't bleed into the other one. It stays where it's supposed to be. Skin tone on her is amazing. Maybe because of the packaging, when there's like a little black mark there, it can obviously be cleaned. The paint job on her, I don't even know what they call that. Like, superheroes is not underwear, so I don't know what. I'm gonna say shorts. That's what it is. The Star Spangled Stars on her shorts don't bleed. The white stays where it is. The blue stays where it is, and then it doesn't bleed over into her belt. A little bleeding from the belt in the shirt. Which isn't really important that much, but everything stays intact. You got her Wonder Woman sign right here for the top of her shirt. If you look closely, put the earrings in. The earrings, they do not move. They're on there. here's the thing about the eyes, man. These eyes are throwing me off. Because if you look at them from afar, you're like, okay, yeah, that's awesome. But if you look up close, it's like one eye is crooked than the other. And I realized that with Jon Stewart, which is all cool and whatnot. Then you got her hey, what do they call that? It's not a tiara, but you know, the thing she wears on her head. I'm drawing a blank right now. But nothing bleeds over, and that is our Wonder Woman. Here she is. Stand test. I always like to do stand test. I have one more DC collectible that I got, so won't stay too much on her. But stand test goes, I guess it all depends on how you get them to stand. Can't have them too straight, can't have them too unstraight. I can't seem to get her to stand on her own. I'm pretty sure she could take the time to actually work on it. But as far as like if there was an earthquake after I get her to stand on her own, she'd probably topple over and fall. Like all toys, because they don't really have a balance. But that is Wonder Woman. We'll put her to the side, and then by the snap of a finger, we'll be into, as you can see, at the snap of the finger, we're here with Flash. So he's standing on his own. Wonder Woman couldn't do that. But if you remember the other video, Martian Manhunter couldn't stand on his own, but Jon Stewart could. But let's get into it. Basically, there's only two colors here, yellow and, well, three, but yellow, red, and white. But as we did with Wonder Woman and all the rest of the toys, we'll see how far they can bend, how far they can, you know, do their stuff. So at the bottom, we'll start again from the ankles. You can see the ball right there. So this is as far back as it can go. Well, I'll leave one normal and one regular. Look like he about to do the Michael Jackson moonwalk. Okay. And then this is how far up it can go. So as you can see, regular standing, non-regular standing. Moving up to his legs, this is how far back his legs can go. And then it can't go any further forward. This is how far out his legs can go. Split. I think they all can do that. There's no turning at all. And you see like where the abs would be. The chest area. Then his hands look like the same, pretty much the same. You can take them out and change them up. But it didn't come with this package. So we're not going to do that. And then, pretty much, yeah, his head is how far down. His head is actually looking down already, and his head can't go up and down as much. It stays in one good spot. Now, turning his head all the way around, you can do that. The yellow and red and the white pretty much stays in their own portion of them. Not really too much detail we can get into with the Flash because he is a basic, simple color person. But if anybody knows which Flash it is, I know what Flash it is. Spoiler alert, he is the first Kid Flash, and if you know his name, then awesome for you. But this is Wally West, for those who didn't know. This is the Wally West Flash. For some reason, I guess because in the comics, Barry had already passed away at the final, after the crisis that they had. So moving forward, they made Wally West into the Flash. So by the time the TV show came out, bam, Wally West was the Flash. Now, as far as I'm concerned, you're doing a cartoon, nobody would know. Because by the time they came out with the Flash on the TV show, I'm like, I thought Wally West was the Flash. As a kid, you know, growing up, not knowing these things. And I didn't get into comics till a little after, like 2016. But so yeah, the detail on him is amazing. Again, he can stand on his own. Yep. So, in comparison, now remember, the show, the men were always bulky and like were strong, and again the women were kind of slick. and thin. So comparing them together, you know, he's slim thick because his metabolism burns fast, so he's a runner. She's an Amazon. So this is amazing. The purchase for these guys separately was $28.99. And I saw these at my comic book store. So the Martian Manhunter and the Green Lantern, John Stewart, I had went to DC, their app, their store, and I bought it off of them from there, from DC Universe. I went to the DC store or DC shop, and I said, well, let me get Martian Manhunter because I'm his biggest fan, and let me get John Stewart. Definitely like to get a Green Lantern over here with John Stewart. And then I went to my comic book store. Again, social distancing, wearing the mask, can't get in there without wearing a mask. And I was going to get my comic books, and I saw these two sitting off to the side, like he just brought them in. And he also had a John Stewart. I was like, well, I already got John. Let me get Wonder Woman. Let me get the Flash. And I don't know. If Batman and Superman comes in, I'm going to get them, and then I have the whole Justice League and whatnot. But I'm holding those guys off right now. Just moving this thing out the way. Yeah, because, and I'm missing Aquaman and Hawkgirl, as you can see in the back of the box. I got the Flash, got Martian Manhunter, I got John Stewart. All I'm missing is Superman, Batman, Hawkgirl, and Aquaman. Now, that's just the Justice League animation show. That's just that. But as far as, like, if I have a Batman or if I have Superman, I already do. The only one I didn't have is John Stewart, Green Lantern. He is the only action figure Green Lantern I actually have. But yeah, I definitely would recommend getting these two. It's amazing. I know it's collectibles, but I mean, come on, if you're a kid or if you have kids and you're thinking about a cool toy to get for them, I'd say get it. You know what I'm saying? I'd say definitely get it for them. It's cool to play with. You can make up stories with them. Kids are very imaginative. So like I got these from my comic book store, and I got those, the other ones, the Martian Manhunter and the John Stewart Green Lantern. I had got this from DC Universe, the shop. So to compare, I'm not taking him back out the box because he was, after that video I put him back in the box. But if you look at his torso, wide and strong. His is slightly wide, but not as strong. But he is the Flash, so he burns a lot of calories, more than anybody else would. So we'll go with that. We'll go with that. So yeah, these guys from the comic book store were $28.99. Then those guys I got from the DC Universe shop was $28 flat even, but you pay shipping and handling, so it's really the difference. Yeah, I'd say the only place you can find these guys at is a comic book store and off that DC Universe shop app, or DC. Just type in DC Comics, and then it'll pop up on there to let you know what comics are coming out, what comics you can look for. And then also their shop area, they have cool items, t-shirts, hoodies, cups, action figures, Funko Pops, all depends on what you're looking for. Target and Walmart, I have not seen any of these on their website, nor if you go into their store will you ever see them. I think it's because, and don't get me wrong, Target and Walmart have some pretty amazing cool action figures, but these are more like collectibles, so I doubt you'll be able to find it there. But yeah, so if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, where I talk about comics that I think you might be interested in, or what I found to be interesting, and definitely want you guys to get into it. Sometimes I unbox Funko Pop. Sometimes I box action figures like I did today. Yeah. As I say, almost on my other videos, I have action figures that have not been unboxed at all. Yeah. So let me know what action figure you want me to unbox and to review. I have a static action figure, which is cool. I had got that from a comic book store. I haven't unboxed them. I haven't did a video. Let me know. I got Deathstroke, Batman, Aquaman, Reverse Flash, Flash. I got Arrow, Superman. Let me know. As always, please wash your hands. Be safe. Wear a mask wherever you go. I've been Kev. You've been you. Let's stay in tune.